Morning and welcome back. We're on our next adventure today. We're out here back in the White Mountains. We're gonna hike Jennings Peak, which is on the 52 with the view. And then we're gonna do a little winter overnight. We're gonna test out hopefully the tarp and some new winter sleeping gear. Make sure it's warm enough and should be a good time. Come along with me. Ooh, I tell you, putting these things on sometimes is like a workout in and of itself. I'm not really a huge fan of the lacing system. There's got to be better bindings out there, right? This is my first pair, so if anyone has a snowshoe recommendation that comes in a 30-inch size, I'd be really interested to know what you like. Here we go. Mount Jennings awaits. That might be it up there. Actually, I think we have to go over Noon Mountain first, so that's probably Noon Mountain. Very quickly, we entered this super dense forest, and we have a little creek to cross. It's actually flowing just a tiny little bit. This is nice and packed down by cross-country skiers and snowshoers. Well, probably not skiers. It's a little tight, but you never know. Figured I'd talk to you while I stop the delayer. It's about 20 degrees outside, windy today. The real feel's supposed to be in single digits, but it's really sheltered here in the woods, so it actually feels pretty warm. Take this show off, I think it'll be comfortable without it. The hike today, Jennings Peak, should be 2.7 miles up, about 2,000 feet of elevation, and then I'm gonna go down the same way, another 2.7 miles. Shouldn't be too bad. Following yellow blazes today, pretty well marked. Man, I'm so grateful that this is packed down. This is way easier than the hike I took up Cannon Mountain in the Powder. This 2 steps forward, 1 step back the whole way. This is just crunch, crunch, crunch. Loving life. Starting to gain a little elevation. You can see a sign or something way up there. It's funny, I was just starting to think that the people saying it was steep online were exaggerating. You never know whether to trust the person on All Trails or not. If they say something is steep and it's really not that bad, or you know, sometimes it happens that they're like, yeah, this is fine, and you get out here and you're like, this is not fine, this is so hard. I was kind of having the first experience until now. Now I get it. This is steep. We are entering the Sandwich Range Wilderness. Making progress. Oh, there he goes. Spring's around the corner. Birds are out here today. That is new in the last week or so. I'm stopping for a quick snack break here, and we'll keep going. Just can't help but think, in a dense, dark forest like this, that if this was the History Channel, we'd be looking for Sasquatch. We'd be trudging through here, saying, oh boy, it looks squatchy out here. Oh boy, he could be anywhere in this huge woodland. And then there'd be close-ups of me like, oh God, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's him. I'm sure that's him. And it'd be like, nothing. And then we'd be editing in a stick breaking or something like that. I'd have my partner over there going like, shit, it's Sasquatch, run. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. It's in good shape too. Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Seriously though, that's a big rock. Getting all excited because I'm almost to Noon Mountain Peak. And I look up over my left shoulder, I'm like, damn, there is a lot more climbing to go. We gotta go that way, unfortunately. Alright, there we go. Getting windier as we go up. Probably gonna be cold at the top. Check that out though. Wow. We gotta keep going a bit to get to Jennings Peak this way. Got another, I don't know, mile and 600 or 700 feet more of elevation. You're gonna go like down along a ridge and then up again. Just like that, the trail is not being broken for us anymore. So, time for this guy to earn his keep. Okay, I was wrong earlier. Here's the actual peak up Newton Mountain. It's all wooded in, but there's a nice viewpoint here. Really had to work for it. There were steep, slippery sections in there. Winter hiking is way harder than the summertime. But damn, it ain't worth it. We're about 3/4 of a mile from Jennings now, or maybe a little more than that. 9/10 of a mile. And we're gonna keep trucking. Had a little snack. And thankfully, I was wrong about trail not being broken in. There was just like a low part on the ridge where the wind had made lots of big drifts. So we got the trail back pretty shortly, and I think we're gonna have it the whole way, which is awesome. Oh, that's solid. Come on, go. Boing! There we go. We sort of popped out onto this ridge line for a few minutes, and I think that is our final destination up there. So, getting close. Whew. Stopping for a break here. My legs are tired. Happy to say we're close to the summit now of Jennings Peak, but sheesh. You think 2.7 miles, 2,000 feet elevation doesn't sound too bad? You'll just take breaks and stuff? Let me tell you, it's a lot of work. We've been out here for maybe almost 3 hours, like 2 hours and 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So we're going about a mile an hour on the way up. Hoping the way home or back to the car will be a little faster. Whew, we're almost there. 2.2 miles. Made it up Mount Jennings, or Jennings Peak. Here's our reward. Half of you. This snow and wind blew in while I was filming here. And yeah, it's pretty snowy, but we did it. Feels good. It's so windy out here, I'm having to use 2 hands to hold my phone so it doesn't blow away. Pretty exposed. Time to go down, I think. I just finished the last of my water. I am half a mile into the descent, so I'm pretty thirsty. I do have my stove, my backpacking stove, and some fuel. If I want to stop and melt some snow, I can. But I want to see if I can go without doing that, because I'm kind of ready to be done. Tired, ready to be back at the car. Got a bunch of water and food and stuff in the car. So I'm hoping that I can hold out. I had to make a choice based on pack size this morning between a second water bottle and snow pants. I have snow pants with me right now because I wasn't sure how deep the snow would be out here. See how it goes. We should be popping out onto a ridgeline pretty soon, and then hopefully nearing the first peak there. Making some progress on the way back. It's definitely faster. I've broken in my own trail here, and I'm going downhill and flat most of the time, so maybe instead of 3 hours, it'll take me like 2.5 to get down. Hello again, Noon Mountain View rather. Here's the coating to an inch that was forecast for today. And I'm glad that I got up early and got up here and got to see this view before the snow came, because man, it was breathtaking. This is cool too, especially knowing how far we could see earlier, but different cool. So there's this really steep half mile or so coming up Noon Mountain that I couldn't film on the way up because I was too busy fighting for my life. And I was thinking, oh, I'll pop out my phone, I'll go down, but there's no way that I can film this, which is a shame because you guys would probably love to see me slide and slip and try to ski on my snowshoes. It'd be great stuff, but I have no doubt that my phone would go into a powder bank and then that would be it. So I'm gonna shut this off, put this away, and see if I can figure out a way to get myself a GoPro so we can enjoy this together next time. Okay, for all the difficulty that uphill snowshoeing is, the downhill is so cruisy, so much faster. The trail's mostly packed, but a steep section that I was talking about was exciting. Went for a couple slides on my butt, but we're about a mile from the car now. Shouldn't have any more steepness or hard work ahead of us. I can see the car. We made it. Whew. Not a moment too soon. Thirsty. Legs are tired. I could use a snack. Electrolytes. Yay. Thought I forgot these. We're about 10 minutes down the road from our hike. Parked the car, and we're going to ruck in. We got the big bag. We're gonna go get ourselves a campsite. After I took my snowshoes off, I'd compacted it down maybe a foot there. Took my snowshoes off, was like, oh, this will make it easier to set up, and continued to sink through the snow with just my boots. So I shoveled it out a bit. So this, where I'm gonna sleep, the tarp is slightly off to the side. So I'm gonna try to get it to hang more like this, probably by tying off to that. As a last minute addition, I brought my son's little plastic snow shovel. And this baby definitely was worth it. This little guy wins world's handiest knot. It's real easy to adjust it. You just yank on this side, then you slide him up. You can do that for your ridgeline, for a tarp or hammock. Do that for your tent stakes. It is a super good one to know. Taut line hitch. Surprise, I'm back in the car. Yeah, the snow up there is so deep. I'm just not prepared for that. I feel like I spent maybe 2 hours trying to get a shelter set up and staked out. It was just so much work, and after I finally decided, screw it, the stakes aren't staying when I bury them in the snow. It's like, okay, I'll just shovel out this whole area. So I shoveled out the area, and then it was like slanted, and I couldn't get the tarp over where I wanted to sleep, and I was like, shit, I'm 2 hours in. I don't have a comfortable sleeping spot. I don't know. I just started questioning it and decided, like, you know what? I'm good. And I know this kind of video doesn't get posted a lot, probably, at least not that I see. I think that usually people just post their wins. But I'm gonna post this for the people who decided, like, you know what? Nah, I don't think so. I was just staring down the barrel of a cold night of cowboy camping, being wet and tired, and I just started thinking about how my car was down here. Hiking down from up there, thinking of all the excuses I could make to like save face or to come up with a real reason why I'm not staying up there other than, yeah, I just don't want to. I spent a long time trying to get the shelter just right, couldn't get it just right, and felt like the night was going to be really uncomfortable, and just decided not to. And you know what? That's the truth. I stood there for a long while and thought about just taking the tarp down, folding it in half, setting my junk up on top of it and sleeping up there. And that was really tempting. But I think once I had already started down the path mentally of coming down here, that it was all over. We still had a good hike today. I was really happy with my gear. My wool pants did great. They kept me warm all day, even though they were soaked and from the knee down, they were just caked in snow. So we'll have to try winter camping again. I think I want to do more earlier in the season when there's not as much snow on the ground, so I don't have to do so much digging. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.